Hello students, in this video we will discuss Michelson and Morley experiment. Let us consider an extended monochromatic source of wavelength lambda is placed at the focus of convex lens. The convex lens rendered the emitted monochromatic beam parallel to each other. The parallel monochromatic beams are incident on a semi-silvered glass plate which is inclined at 45 degree to the direction of the incident beam. This semi-silvered glass plate split the incident beam into two beams. The one part of the beam B2 is incident normally on the mirror M2, which is placed at a distance L from the semi-silvered glass plate. This beam B2 is transmitted by the semi-silvered glass plate, which is incident normally on a mirror M2 placed at a distance L from the semi-silvered glass plate. The other part of the incident beam is reflected from the semi-silvered glass plate and falls normally on the mirror M1, which is placed at a distance L from the semi-silvered glass plate. Let Earth is moving with velocity v in this direction relative to a stationary plate P, which is considered as ether. So the plate P is considered as a stationary ether because the main aim of this experiment was to test the hypothesis of stationary ether. The reflected beam is with Earth motion, hence it will not suffer the impact of the Earth's motion. So the impact of velocity of Earth will not be coming on this reflected beam, and its velocity will be the velocity of light beam with respect to stationary plate or ether, while the transmitted beam is not with the earth motion. Hence the transmitted beam will suffer the impact of the velocity of earth. So its velocity from plate P to mirror M2 will be given by c plus v, and after reflection from mirror M2 back to plate P by c minus v. Since the two beams, the reflected beam and the transmitted beam, have different velocities, so they will arrive at the stationary plate P, which is stationary ether, at different times. Thus there will be a time difference between the two beams at plate P. Let T1 is the time taken by the reflected beam from plate P to mirror M1 dash and from mirror M1 dash back to plate P dash. So this time T1 will be equal to 2T dash, where T dash is the time taken by the beam from plate P to M1. So in the same time T dash, the mirror M1 will attain its new position M1 dash. If v is the velocity of earth in this direction, then in T dash seconds, M1 dash will be Vt dash. So on solving this expression, we get T dash as L upon C under root 1 minus V square by C square. So T1 becomes 2L upon C under root 1 minus V square by C square. Similarly, the time taken by the transmitted beam from plate P to mirror M2 will be given by L upon C plus V, and the time taken by the beam after reflection from mirror M2 back to plate P will be given by L upon C minus V. So the total time taken by the transmitted beam will become L upon C plus V plus L upon C minus V, which come out to be 2L upon C 1 minus V square by C square. Since the two beams, the reflected beam and transmitted beam, reaching at stationary plate P have a time difference, so they will have a path difference. Since the two beams are produced from the same incident beam, they will have the same frequency. Hence, for a constant path difference, and with the same frequency, the two beams will be coherent. Now at plate P, the reflected beam will now be transmitted and the transmitted beam will now be reflected. The two coherent beams will superimpose to produce an interference pattern which will be observed in the telescope. So the path difference between the two beams will be delta equal to c into time difference. So it becomes c 2l upon c 1 minus v square by c square minus 2l upon c under root 1 minus v square by c square. So we get the path difference as lv square upon c square. So the fringe shift observed will be n equal to delta upon lambda, which will be lv square upon c square lambda. When apparatus is rotated by 90 degree, the telescope comes in the direction of motion of Earth. In this case, no fringe shift was observed. So there is no time lag or path difference between the beams in this case. So the stationary ether moving with